Morning, everybody, from Burnsville, Mississippi. I'm here to pick up the unit. Nice day, t-shirt weather, very nice. I actually got in last night after I had delivered in Red Bay, Alabama, but it was raining and it was dark, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't messing with it. So I thought, I'll get it this morning. So I'm gonna get it this morning. So let's go get it this morning. Check, double check, and triple check your VIN number. I almost hooked up to the wrong unit. My dyslexia was kicking in, and I had the last two numbers on the VIN number switched around, and I happened to just find a unit with the VIN number with my dyslexia brain switching the last two. And so when I went to double check it, I didn't back underneath it, I just backed toward it. And I got out to double check my VIN number one more time, and I'm like, yeah, that's not right. So I did the walk of shame to go find the one that I'm supposed to hook to. I'm backing toward it now, and once I get out, I'm gonna quadruple check my VIN number. Can't take me anywhere. Alright, let's go do this again. So glad I wasn't doing this last night in the rain. Alrighty folks, let me give you a rundown on what I've got. I am hooked to a 42-foot fifth wheel, shipping weight 15,747, GVWR 18,500. Picking up in Burnsville, Mississippi, and it delivers to Vidor, Texas. At least I think that's how that's pronounced, Vidor. V-I-D-O-R. That's how I pronounce it. And, yeah, that's all the pertinent paperwork information. I'll walk you around the outside so you can see it. You can't really get up in the unit too much to see inside it because one of the living room slides, literally blocks access. You know, I take that back. Both sides on either side of the door block access to the entire unit, which I'm not crazy about, because in my sandpiper I at least had access to the upstairs bathroom and the bedroom. This one, you don't have access to anything. It's kind of a little weird, but hey, somebody out there likes it. This is somebody's new home I'm getting ready to deliver, so let me walk you around the outside at least. Based on what I could see when I did open up the door to verify that the packet was there and to get the keys out of it, I do think that the bedroom is in the back, and then this and you can't really get into the back. You know what? I take that back. You can get into the back. The stair, when you open up the back door, you can immediately go into the back room. I do take that back, but this slide right here blocks access to the rest of the unit, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the kitchen's up front, because I saw the bedroom in the back when I opened up the door. So, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing this one when we get to destination. Alrighty. I'm going to submit the rest of my post-trip pictures, pre-trip pictures. Wow, I've already delivered it. Yeah, gonna submit my pre-trip pictures, and I'm gonna do my yard exit call before I leave, because this is at the factory, so they'll let me out the gate. And when I try to do my yard exit call after I leave, I'm parked out on the street, and I'm like, duh, just do your call back here. I don't know about me sometimes. Morning from Bow Bridge, Louisiana. Is that Louisiana? Is that what my logbook said? Yeah, Louisiana. I stopped at an exit where the billboard sign said that there was truck and RV parking. It's a restaurant with a really big parking lot. Yay to that. And I pulled in last night. I stopped a couple of hours early because last night when I had stopped to do a wake up, I was getting ready to get back on the interstate and construction's got the ramp closed down because of something up on the interstate. And I was debating routing myself around it, and when I was talking with the construction people, they said, well, it'd take you longer to go around than to just wait until we get the road to open back up. Longest 20 minutes of my life. And so I'm driving down the road. I'm not doing good. I'm tired. And I thought, I guess I could pull over. And then I remembered that earlier in the day, my ELD had literally, it really did malfunction. And when it said it wouldn't connect to the vehicle, and while I was pushing buttons trying to get it to reconnect, it says doing this function will not record any of your previous activity. And without thinking, I hit OK. So I lost about an hour of driving. So I have an hour, I think about an hour of unreported driving time. And so last night I'm thinking, you know, eventually my log is going to come up with this missing activity, and I'm going to have to claim it as driving. And I thought that's all I need is to go over on my driving, because the malfunction will end up catching up with me and I'll eventually have to claim it. So I thought, yeah, I'm just going to pull over early. There's nothing to eat here in this area that I went to the convenience stores so that I could get water and stuff, and there wasn't anything to eat, so I'll still have to get something to eat when I get down the road. But we're just chilling. We're 2 hours from the customer. I called them yesterday and asked if I needed an appointment. They said no, and they said, what time are you gonna be here? And I said, well, what time do you open? And they go, 9. I said, I'll be there. Yeah, I ain't gonna make that. But I'll probably show up there about 10 o'clock their time instead of 9 o'clock. It's all good, right? It's all about the perspective, right? Alrighty. Just that update. Thought I'd give that to you. Sup, Chloe? You want to say hey? Tell everybody, check out that temperature. 70 degrees. It was awesome. A little high in humidity. How you doing back there, Scott? My girl. She gave me a heart attack yesterday when I let her out of the truck, and when I was walking her, I happened to look over and she's holding one of her paws up, so I thought she had a sticker, and I was going to help get the sticker out of her foot, and she was doing one of those freaky out things where she's frozen and her paws were up like this and she was just frozen, like I don't know what it is. Chloe does it every now and then. Scared me to death. So I just stood there and held her till the episode passed, but I'm like, you scarred me, girl, you scarred me. She scared me. Alright. I was not able to go inside and look at it, and I didn't even get to do really good post-trip pictures because they were in a hurry to get me out of the way, because it's a tight lot. There's not a lot going on in the way of space, and they were hustling me, but I would not let them let me not take my post-trip picture, so I at least got that with the other camera. So it delivered right in that spot right over there, and they just don't have a lot of room. So I'm out of here. I'm delivered. Well, I'm waiting on paperwork, but it's delivered. So, and I'm already dispatched on it. I self-dispatched on another load. picks up in Louisiana, heading to Indiana. So yay, yeah, all right. Man, I don't think I can find the unit to even show you. Yeah, it's crazy here, but it's all right. The weather's great, and that's important. I mean, they were in such a hurry to move it. They moved it with the slides out and everything. They hooked to it with a forklift and took off with it, slides out and all. So, I mean, they were in a hurry to move it. All right, delivery at the customer is complete. I have my paperwork. I have been undispatched from the Louisiana to Indiana unit because when I was looking at the paperwork, it says it has to pick up on the 20th, and I'm like, that's way off. And so I had to call my traffic manager and let her know that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that load because the day after I have to be somewhere else. And my problem was, when I looked at it on the load board, it had, when you're able to self-dispatch yourself on the reload board, there'll be a little green check beside the units, the loads. And so I'm like, oh, it's available, because when they're not available, like they're on the board but they're not scheduled for pickup for a ways out, there's no little green check. And so I saw the green check and I went, oh, it must be available. And I was in the neighborhood and I didn't like really look at the pickup date. Come to find out, I was off by a little bit. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need to be undispatched from that load because I won't be in the area. So current load is done. And I'm gonna sign off and say goodbye. I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode just because there's nothing else really to say. So while the girls are crunching and munching back there, we're gonna say thank you for watching. And just remember, guys, it's all about the perspective.